This week on Goofing Off,
we get our hands on Resident Evil 6.
we jump in the ring with absolute intense wrestling.
And we stop by to see some of Celestia's followers at the Canterlot Gardens Pony Convention. Hey, I'm Luke Janesco.
And I'm Danny Mars.
And you're watching Goofing Off.
Wait, so you said we're talking about My Little Pony this episode?
That's right.
Yay!
I don't know, I never really understood this pony stuff.
Well, we've got some interviews with some fans, so maybe they can persuade you.
All right. At first I was like, wait, what? You guys are into My Little Pony? No, I'm sorry, but...
You don't think it's a show for little girls, do you?
No, I don't.
At first I thought it was like a joke, like, hey, let's watch My Little Pony, ha ha ha, but it actually turned out to be, fantastic.
How did you first discover My Little Pony Friendship is Magic?
Well, my sister was watching it, and I would just walk by at first and kind of just take a look at it. And you sit down and watch it, and you watch it more and more, and then I found it on Netflix, and then it just skyrocketed from there.
I was watching YouTube and I found some videos about Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie.
The internet. My boyfriend introduced me to it. Friends are talking about it, so I'm like, check this out.
The fun begins! Now, here's where the magic happens. Right here in this heaving, roiling, cider-pressed, boiling guts of the very machine. Those apples plucked fresh are right now, as we speak, being tuned into grade A, top-notch, 5-star, blow your...
The big question that I'm asking everyone, who is best pony?
I would say Fluttershy. I like Fluttershy the most. She's the one I relate to the most. Very shy and like...
The pink party pony.
Discord is best pony. I've got to have pony in me somewhere.
Who is best pony?
Twilight is the best pony!
Whoa, now that I've seen that, ponies are 20% cooler.
I know, right? Now let's see how cool Troy and Tyler thought Dredd 3D was.
Hey everyone, I'm Tyler Stackwell and this is another edition of Movie Snobs, and today I have Troy Calapa here with me, because Tolly was too much of a coward to come and face me again. How you doing today, Troy?
Great.
Okay then. Troy and I saw Dredd 3D last weekend. What'd you think of it, Troy?
I did not like the film at all. The characters, they were unrelatable, the plot was stale, and even the special effects were mediocre at best.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to find somebody that actually agrees with me for once. You're already way better than Tolly.
Rookie, you ready?
Yeah.
You look ready.
So let's start with the story then, although I know where this is gonna go. The story was shallow, predictable, and pointless to the whole film.
No, see, you're totally off base there.
These trees is the manufacturing base for all the slow-mo in Mega City 1.
You know how often we get a judge up in peace trees?
This is Mama. Somewhere in this block are 2 judges.
That's not good.
I want him dead.
I thought the story was very fulfilling. I related to all the characters, the main characters, and the special effects were well done.
But you just said the movie was terrible.
No. No.
Yeah.
No, I never said that.
Well then, how is the story good?
Because I related to all the characters, and the plot was fulfilling, and the special effects were appealing.
How did you relate to all the characters?
Because they were running around in a giant mega complex killing people. I want to do that.
Let's move on to the actors then. I think Carl Urban did a great job as Judge Dredd.
No. How did he do a great job as Judge Dredd? He didn't even show his face.
The men and women of the Hall of Justice.
Judge Dredd does not take off his helmet. He is heartless, he is cruel, and he is a killing machine.
Didn't like him.
Judgment time.
Let's finish this.
What about Olivia Thirlby? What'd you think of her?
I thought she was fantastic.
I didn't think she was.
How can you not like a psychic?
What about the action?
I enjoyed it. It was well made. The sequences were edited well together, and the aesthetics were just absolutely gorgeous.
And you see, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Well, that's because you're wrong. The film just looked terrible. I don't know where you're getting your information.
And you see, now I caught you in a lie. Because I don't agree with that. You're just changing your answer based on what I say.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You are childish and you dress like a 5-year-old.
Is that so?
Yes.
You are about as tall as an Oompa Loompa. You see this? You see, he's standing on an apple box. You see how short he is? Do they even have movie theaters in Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory? Come back from that one.
The sentence is death.
Well, Taken 2 is coming out soon. Let's take a look at that.
Oscar-nominated Liam Neeson is back in the chilling sequel to Taken with Taken 2. If you remember in the first movie, the Schindler's List star plays an ex-CIA agent named Brian Mills, who killed several Albanian kidnappers while trying to rescue his daughter from being exploited in a human trafficking industry in France. In the continuation of the movie, Brian takes a trip to Turkey where he gets a surprise visit from his previously distressed daughter Kim and his ex-wife Lenore. The gathering turns into a chain of unexpected events when one of the criminals' grieving families are back for revenge.
We will have our revenge.
Not only taking Brian hostage, but also his ex-wife, mother of his daughter, Lenore, played by X-Men star Famke Janssen. This time, daughter Kim, played by Twilight actress Maggie Grace, must use her father's instincts to help her parents escape and end this once and for all.
Where is he?
See Liam, for the second time, save his family from the brutal vengeance that is about to derive. Coming to a theater near you, October 5th.
Wow, that actually kind of makes me want to pick it up.
Like what you see here on Goofing Off? Then follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, or check out our website. Crazy for Instagram? Send us a picture of you watching Goofing Off and we'll put you in the next show. Retweet us and you might win a chance to be on Goofing Off.
Hey, I'm former ECW WWE superstar Colin Delaney and you're watching Goofing Off.
Coming up, we step in the ring at AIW. And we have the Resident Evil 6 review. Stay tuned.
Hey, what do you have there, Luke?
Just a comic.
What? They still have those?
Sure, check this out.
Canterlot Comics and Games has been around for 25 years. We have been here finding games and comics for our fans for a long time, helping people find ways to enjoy the hobby and, of course, make a little money at the same time. Like most people, I changed jobs in mid-course in my lifetime. It was a new store by a gentleman in Jackson, Michigan, and he asked me to run it for him while he did his regular job to help him get it up and running. Well, I did that for about a year, and I was very good at it. I came down here to Kenmore. I liked where I was at, found I was a good businessman in running a retail store, and ended up buying out my partner. So here I am, doing this now for 25 years. Certainly when somebody sees a Spider-Man or Avengers movie, if they remember reading Spider-Man or Avengers, they'll come in here and want to relive nostalgia of what they used to buy, and hopefully the stories grab them enough to get them to stay. Well, it's helped a little bit. I won't say that it's been a huge bonus, but most people going to movies, they're not really looking to start reading episodic comic books. The merchandising side of the industry is what benefits from movies, not the comic book side of it. Superheroes still rule. I'm not sure how we're going to change that. It certainly is a type of industry where most of the customers are guys that like reading superhero books. Now that's changing. That's why I have my store's games and have his comics, because I learned early you have to diversify. If you're going to be slow in one area, maybe it'll be better in the other. I mean, as you look through my store and you see 6.5 tables worth of old comic books, I mean, that's my niche market. That's what I really go for to attract people in the stores. I want to have lots of old books for them to buy. I'm constantly having people sell me collections or books they find in attics and basements. I mean, that's a lot of where I get my stuff. So I just concentrate on the comics, both the new stuff and the collectible stuff. Hopefully these fans, some of them who like the idea of reading comics, will come in and buy more of.
And now for my favorite part of the show, the blender.
Former WWE superstar Dave Bautista officially crossed over to the MMA world this past weekend. Bautista won by TKO with a very underwhelming performance, but what can you expect from a 43-year-old asthmatic? Filming for Iron Man 3 is back underway after Robert Downey Jr. injured his ankle, resulting in a month-and-a-half layoff of the production. There are no plans to push back the movie's release date, and fans can expect the first teaser trailer on October 23rd. The beta for the new zombie MMO, The War Z, is coming out soon. As the first survival MMO zombie fighting game, The War Z looks to be a great addition to the endless supply of zombie games. MMA star Gina Carano has been announced as the first actress for Lionsgate Studios' female version of The Expendables. A bunch of babes with guns? Count me in. The Hearthfire DLC for The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim has finally been released on PC, so if you'd prefer to grow vegetables in your garden rather than fighting dragons, you should take a look. Avengers director Joss Whedon is slated to shoot the pilot for the new television series S.H.I.E.L.D., the covert organization led by Nick Fury. Whedon will be co-writing the series with his brother Jed. After pulling in 4 million viewers for this debut, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has already been greenlighted for a second season. Nickelodeon has ordered 26 episodes, confirming viewers can't get enough of crime-fighting turtles and an oversized rat. That's this week's news, blended and ready for consumption. Back to you, Danny and Luke.
But this still exceeded every expectation. I mentioned at my panel that I have gotten to speak at other conventions, such as Comic-Con in San Diego or the South by Southwest Festival in Austin, Texas, in addition to others around the country. This was the most passionate and best attended panel or lecture I've ever done at a convention.
Check us out online at ZTV Goofing Off for this online exclusive.
I'm not surprised that Ninja Turtles got a second season. After all, the first episode was awesome.
I'm still waiting on the third season to My Little Pony. Those ponies are so cute.
Not as cute as Colin Delaney. They don't call him the extremely cute wrestler for nothing, and we got an interview with him.
Hey, don't forget about Mia Yim.
Whatever. Let's check it out.
Some people are painters, or some people are actors, or some people are carpenters. I'm a pro wrestler. It's the one thing that I feel like I've been blessed with the gift to do.
My experience as a female wrestler in the business, it has its ups and downs. Everyone just thought, oh, it's a pretty girl, you know, you gotta be easy on her. But then I started wrestling for a company called CCW and had my first feud with a guy. And then people started to realize that, you know, I can actually wrestle. I'm just glad that people now realize that I'm not just a pretty face and I can actually work like a man.
I've been knocked out. I partially tore my rotator cuff, you know, like a bad sprain of the ankle, like sprained my hands.
It hurts to wake up in the morning. I'm only 23, but I feel like I'm 35. So it really takes a toll on your body. And then it's also something that you know you can't do forever.
Pro wrestling is hard work, but it's all I've ever wanted to do in my life, and it's a lot of fun.
See, I wasn't kidding when I said Colin Delaney was cute.
Yeah, let me reflect on that while we take a break.
Goofing Off is a production of ZTV and the School of Communication at the University of Akron. If you'd like to learn how to make award-winning TV programs, contact the School of Communication at 330-972-7600. If you have any questions about ZTV programs, email us at ztv@uakron.edu or visit us online at ztvakron.com. If you're on campus at the University of Akron, you can watch us live and in HD on channel 45.1. Catch ZTV Akron After Hours every day at 3:30 and 9, sports at 3 and 8:30, Goofing Off at 4 and 9:30, and our newest show, Lights Camera Akron, every day at 2:30 and 8. Or just watch us online, anytime. Off campus, you can see us on the Time Warner Demands channel 501.
Hey Luke, do you like art?
Sure, Michelangelo, Leonardo, Raphael.
Yeah, but what about pony art?
Pony art?
Yeah, we got exclusive interviews with the artists in Artist Alley at Canterlot Gardens. Let's check it out.
I started out in school just doing normal art, still lifes, landscapes, learning the ropes, and I still do, but it's really fun to also produce art for the My Little Pony fandom.
I hand make hats, make the patterns, I stitch them together, I put the cutie mark on. I also make other hats besides pony hats. But, well, it's a PonyCon. What are they here for?
I sent the first major painting that I did for My Little Pony to the Traveling Pony Museum, which is a project run by a woman named Purple Tinker. And she has a museum that travels around to various conventions and displays it. They have everything from a piece of melted plastic from BronyCon to a signed plushie signed by Lauren Faust.
I went to PAX Prime this year. I've been to Otakon, Anime Next, Anime Expo. I've been to BronyCon. I really like BronyCon. That was a lot of fun. I don't have another job. It's been hard finding a real job, so I made a job.
Really, this is all a hobby for me. I do commissions through DeviantArt. And through that, I'm able to basically fund my hobby. This is the first convention I've ever been to, and so far I've been able to sell a lot of the stuff I've just been accumulating in my room. So.
Oh, I love ponies.
Ugh, you're so annoying. I hope a bunch of zombies come into the studio and eat you alive.
What are you talking about, Luke?
I don't know. I think I've been playing Resident Evil 6 a little too much. But can you blame me? Let's check out Tyler's review.
Not satisfied with 5 Resident Evil games? Well, good, because they made another one. Resident Evil 6 is a great game, faithful to the zombie-killing franchise, but is reinvented enough to hold up as a standalone title. The best game of the franchise so far, Resident Evil 6 boasts beautiful cinematic cutscenes, telling a story that rivals most Hollywood films. There's a slight chance you might actually be emotionally invested in the characters. The game's visuals prove effective, amping up the familiar horror factor fans love. For added replay value as well as perspective, the game features 3 different campaigns. All 3 campaigns are unique, yet their stories are interweaved with the zombie outbreak. Each of the campaigns can also be played co-op, either online or off. When playing alone, the computer controls your partner. And for the first time ever, a computer-controlled ally is actually competent, even helpful sometimes. On the downside, there are too many cutscenes per gameplay minute, resigning the player to a passive gaming experience. The storytelling ends up hindering the gamer's potential enjoyment of a great third-person shooter. Also, interacting with Resident Evil 6's environment often feels contrived and disrupts the flow of combat. The bummer of this zombie tale is the lack of a villain. Without a true climax, all of your invested effort in the characters offers little payoff. Resident Evil 6 shines with its compelling characters, multiple campaigns, and great visuals, but the overwhelming cutscenes and the interactivity with the environment sometimes pull you out of the combat. We give Resident Evil 6 3.5 out of 5 goofs. Like what you see here on Goofing Off? Then follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, or check out our website. Crazy for Instagram? Send us a picture of you watching Goofing Off and we'll put you in the next show. Retweet us and you might win a chance to be on Goofing Off.
Now it's time for the Goofing Off Top 5. With the recent DVD release of The Avengers, we decided to pick our top 5 comics that will never be made into movies.
And our number 5 pick is Lobo.
Didn't they try to make that into a movie?
Yeah, but it never happened, so it's on the list.
Number 4 is a Silver Surfer. Being in Fantastic Four does not count as having your own movie.
Number 3 is Aquaman. Who wants to see a guy swim around and talk to fish?
Coming in at number 2 is Ant-Man.
Didn't they announce that film at the Comic-Con this year?
Doesn't matter. This movie isn't gonna make it, even with Simon Pegg.
And our number 1 pick for a comic that would not be made into a movie is Wonder Woman.
Aw, man. I would have loved to see that movie and her spandex. Next time on Goofing Off, we go back to Farnham Manor.
We get the scoop on Dishonored.
And we stop by a local comedy club to see if some amateur comics can make Tyler's dead heart come back to life. Until then, I'm Luke Janesco.
And I'm Danny Mars.
And thank you for taking the time to goof off with us.
I want to cut my head off or something. Please do. I'm ready. Like, wow, I wish I never hired him. Thank you. Thank you, James.
Her hands, Resident Evil 6.
What?
Look, see how short he is? You see how short this guy is? This is what I deal with all the time. So I don't understand how I can respect your opinion in film.
This program was produced by ZTV at the University of Akron. To find out how you can make Emmy-winning media, visit the UA School of Communication online. ZTV. Make media. Make a difference.